Good afternoon. Ni hao. I'm Jean-Yves Gazi, president of the observatory at the world-famous Empire State Building. I'd like to welcome everyone to our tower lighting ceremony in honor of UNICEF and World Children's Day. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, works in more than 190 countries and territories to put children first. UNICEF has helped save more children's lives than any other humanitarian organization by providing health care and immunizations, safe water and sanitation, nutrition, education, emergency relief, and more to children across the globe. Today, November 20th, 2019, marks 30 years since the most widely ratified human rights treaty, the Conventions on Rights of the Child, was adopted. So tonight, the Empire State Building will turn cyan in honor of World Children's Day to encourage world leaders to provide every child with fundamental rights such as the right to be in school and to be safe from harm. We're delighted and thrilled to welcome singer, songwriter, actor, and UNICEF ambassador Wang to light the world's most famous building. But first, I'd like to invite Paloma Escudero, Director of the Division of Communications at UNICEF, to the podium to say a few words. Paloma, come on up.
Thank you everyone for being here today. Today is World Children's Day. 30 years ago, the Convention of the Rights of the Child was approved here in New York at the General Assembly in the United Nations. And today, in more than 180 countries, we have been celebrating the rights of every child. The right to survive, the right to thrive, the right to be growing up, healthy, safe, and educated. And this ceremony is going to be very special because 24 hours ago, started in the Pacific Islands, many flagship landmark buildings have been lighting up in blue, in cyan blue, to remember all citizens around the world of our obligation to be defending children's rights. We have now the Parthenon in Athens, Petra in Jordan, and many other important buildings. But perhaps the most important one is going to be lit in very few minutes, because we will be ending up the whole round the world tour with the Empire State Building. That is really the symbol of the city who embraced the Child Rights Convention 30 years ago, and today at the UN and the General Assembly has recommitted again to be defending and protecting child rights. And no better person to be lighting up in blue the Empire State Building than our dear ambassador for UNICEF China, known as Roy. Roy, on behalf of the young people and children of the world, you are going to have in your hands the power to be lighting up the blue in New York, but also all around the world. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Paula, and thank you, Mr. Guys, and Empire State Building for inviting me to join the event today. It is a huge honor for me to be here in this auspicious day, commemorating World Children's Day, a day for children by children. This year, the 30th anniversary of Convention on the Rights of the Child is extra special. We celebrate 30 years for child rights and demand that every child has every right. Today, children are taking over and turning the world blue in support of child rights. I would like to, on behalf of UNICEF, by lighting up this most iconic building. Today, we hope to light up the future of children around the world. And thank you everyone for joining hands with us to reaffirm our commitment to realizing every right for every child.
Excellent, Roy. I'm going to ask you if you please step up to the switch. This is the moment you've been waiting for, and all the children around the world will be watching you flip the switch. I'll hold your folder. Great. On the other side. Okay, so on the count of three, you're going to flip the switch from down upward and make contact all the way. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. So before we go into the photo ops, we wanted you to remember the day that you lit the building. So we have a small gift for you, which is a replica of the Empire State Building that states Empire State Building Lighting Ceremony for UNICEF USA and World Children's Day presented to Roy Wang.
Wow.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's start at the end, and we'll come all the way down. But pay special attention to the middle.
Sure.
Okay. So guys, we're gonna start on the left or the right.
This side.
And then just look straight right here. This guy right here. And then we'll just go down a little bit. Okay. Everyone get their shot? Great. So everyone in the media is
Yeah, that's good.
Are you trying to?
I'm just trying to keep in the space.
Okay, so we're gonna go back over. We're gonna do a couple more photos. We'll do a couple more, and then guys, we're gonna enter the grand staircase. Alright guys, we're gonna head to the grand staircase now. So we're standing. We'll switch spots. And feel free to like whatever you want. You can look through it.
Okay.
Anything that really comes of interest to you.
Oh, other side. Show us on the other side.
Okay. We're gonna actually
We're
switch
gonna
to the other side.
put you onto the other side, but we're gonna keep this in the.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep.